Alright, so a week ago I put out the AMA video, and now here we are. First, I'd like to give a thanks to everyone that participated. I didn't actually expect to see so many questions. Combining all the sources led to about 80 questions or so, and I'll be answering all of them. The way this will work is that I'll first group all the similar questions together and answer them all at once, so I don't repeat myself. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. After that, I'll go through the rest in order of, say, YouTube comments, Twitter replies, Discord messages, and Curious Cat questions. I'll also try and answer each and every question as open as I can. Alright, so right out of the gate we're coming out swinging. Why don't I show my face, and will I ever show it? Okay, serious answer. What if I told you that I already did a face reveal recently, live, on my Twitch page? Anyway, the reasons I didn't show my face beforehand and not yet officially on YouTube are: there's the whole mystery behind who is this person, which I guess is already ruined. I am extremely self-conscious about my appearance. I didn't have a webcam at the time. I do now though. My room is very messy. I have poor lighting that would make facecam look very crusty and bad. And currently I'm still living with my family, so parents might walk in and out. My sister would probably also come in, which I don't think, I don't think she wants to, be seen on stream. Next we have some questions related to the LNC. So, how close am I to the LNC? Honestly, to tell you the truth, not very close at all. Like, I've never actually had, I've never actually been in contact with like Russ or Scott or Snake, nor have I talked with them or played game with them at all. Like, honestly, the closest person would probably be Cry, and to be honest with you, I don't know if he feels the same way. I'm pretty sure he does, but I wouldn't really say that we're like friends, if you know what I mean. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think we're like friends in the traditional sense. Like, I think at best we're like acquaintances, you know what I mean? Even then, me and Cry like rarely talk to each other. Like, we rarely do. Basically non-existent. But yeah, imagine this scenario, like if you're in school and like I'm standing at like one bit of the hallway and then like Cry standing on the opposite side. And if we were to like, walk past each other or bump into each other, we'll probably just be like, probably just say hello, hi, wave a hand, and then just be on our merry way, you know what I mean? So yeah, not very close to the LNC at all, to be honest. At all. My favorite LNC member? Isn't this a tricky question? It's gonna be very controversial, I think. But I think I'm gonna have to say Snake. Like, Snake, I like Snake. He's like he's relatively quiet, I know that, but like, he just seems like such a nice guy, And whenever he does talk, he brings the good laughs, He's the quiet and nice person of the group, I feel. And whenever he talks, it's always, it's always good and great. And he loves puns, which makes him, extra good. The first time LNC noticed me, well, I did put out a video called the origin story of how I met Cryotic and the Late Night Crew, so that video pretty much explains the whole thing from start to finish. But essentially, I'd say the first time I got noticed was, the very first video that I released. That Time to Go to Bed Cry video where, Cry posted a comment and liked it. And in my opinion, that'll probably be the first time. And the first official time will probably be the also the video that I mentioned in that video, where he specifically mentioned me and Late Night B2's channel and how he got got us hooked up with Tasty Network to whitelist our channels. So yeah, I think that will be the first time that we got mentioned. Can or will I play with the Late Night Crew? As I said before, I'm not like close with any of the boys. Like, I don't have them added on anywhere. Like, I don't have them added on Steam. At best, I have Cry added on Discord, but we rarely talk. to the point of like never talking with each other. Whenever they do play games, usually I don't think I have the game, and generally on late night days or late night weeks, late night crime rush, generally I use that time to kind of relax and do my own thing. You know what I mean? I would like to play with them. It'll be nice, but you know, I don't think it'll be possible. And I think the whole like me living in where I am and them living in the States, right? The connection will probably be very, very bad. Though I must say that the time that I did join in, say during that tabletop simulator session, was pretty good. It was very fun. It was a very enjoyable experience, and maybe it will happen again someday. But I'm not really bidding on it. It'll be fun though. It'll be fun to play with them again, because I had fun. Have I had thoughts about joining the late night crew? Not really, to be honest. Like, it isn't something that's been on my mind at all. I think at best, I'll probably like to be a like member. When I say member, I mean like a guest that maybe pops in here and there at best, kind of like what Angel does, you know. But probably not a member. No. I think they've had enough of like actual, you know, official members. I think they're good. What is my favorite and least favorite game? Also, I thought I might as well include the Zelda question as well. Let's see. Well, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite game. And I don't really have a game that I didn't like, because usually when I don't like a game, I just don't buy it. I don't play it. As for games that I think I enjoyed playing on my own during my off time, let's see. I really enjoyed playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. I mean, the whole reason I bought the Wii U was because of that game. And I spent the majority of the beginning of 2016 playing through that game because we had no internet at that time. If you guys remember me tweeting out a very angry tweet about our ISP being down at the beginning of 2016. So yeah, I played that game during that period and I just really loved it. It was really cool. And it was also my very first Xenoblade Chronicles game, or Xenoblade game in general. And I really liked it. As well as that, I really liked Pokémon Sun and Moon as well. You see, I only played the Pokemon games up to Gen 3, so Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And that was because the Game Boy Advance emulation was good back in the day, and it's good now. And back in the day as well, the games on the DS, I didn't have the money to buy them, nor did I have an actual proper DS. And DS emulation at the time wasn't the best, and my computer wasn't that good as well. So I spent Gen 4 to Gen 6 not playing a single Pokemon game. And that was until Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and I bought a 3DS specifically for Sun and Moon because it came in a bundle. So I bought that, I played it, and I really, really loved the game. I know some people have grips of Gen 7, and after playing through Gen 4, 5, and recently 6, I'm still playing Gen 6. I do see the criticisms with Gen 7 and Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I really like playing through the game. It made me like playing Pokemon again. I've not playing it for years. Another game I really liked was Final Fantasy 15, believe it or not. It'll probably be my game of the year for when did it come out? 2016, 2017, I think, around that time. But I easily spent over 100 plus hours on that game, and this was before the DLC and the whole Chapter 13 rework was in effect, so it's pretty much the base vanilla game. And despite the many flaws that people have said about that game, I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it from start to finish, man. I really loved it. So, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Final Fantasy 15, Pokemon Sun and Moon, 3 very, very enjoyable games, I'd say. They might not necessarily be my favorite, but I really loved playing those. As for the Legend of Zelda game, to be honest, I have not played a single Legend of Zelda game, believe it or not. And that's because I grew up with Sony. Like, I literally grew up with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. I only ever had a Game Boy, so I never really had any other like Nintendo products, and thus I never actually played Legend of Zelda. My first Legend of Zelda game was Breath of the Wild, believe it or not. That is my first Zelda game, and I never finished it. But I will say that it was it's a pretty game, and I liked it. I just never finished it. Now are some questions regarding my own personal content, current and future. At this point, I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with my own content going forward. At this point, it's very much experimentation, right? Because I've never really had to do this before. And I'd really like the help from you guys as to some suggestions as to what you would like to see. Right now, I'm doing like stuff like origin stories, the beginnings of how I did this, which I think are relatively simple to do, but I think I'll run out of those like really quickly. So yeah, at this point I'm not really sure, but we'll see. As for like maybe let's plays and stuff like that, while that sounds pretty neat, I think if I were to ever do that, I'll probably keep it like super casual, maybe like stream on Twitch maybe? That's a huge maybe, I'm not sure yet, because the thing is, I don't think I'm a particularly funny person that will like warrant a highlight or like let's play thing, you know what I mean? That's what I think. People have told me otherwise, but I guess I just grew up like with content being funny, you know? You gotta be funny and humorous, and you gotta have a good laugh, which I do not have at all. I don't have an audible laugh, I have like a very weird silent chuckle, you know what I mean? As well as long question, I guess I can read it out. Main question, to save you reading all of it, what kind of support do you need or would like from us? How can we help and keep you making top quality content? First of all, thank you very much, and if I'm being honest with you guys, the best ways to support me are to, you know, just keep watching if you can. And I also have the Patreon page and my like Twitch page, where those are two probably the best ways of like supporting me financially. And honestly, if you had to pick one, I'd recommend subbing on Twitch instead, because at least you get some pretty good emotes, you know what I mean? At least you get something back. Whereas on Patreon, I feel it's very much more of a you don't really get anything back, you know what I mean? Like any worthwhile rewards. So probably subscribe to Twitch would be the best bet. Thank you very much though. Also, I guess I can keep reading. What kind of future do you see yourself having after the YouTube issue over a month back? Are the newer and more personal videos helping you out with monetization? I'm still frustrated with what came out of that video a month back, because it's not like YouTube has access to the Twitch streams for late night. And the comment gets cut off. I'm not sure if it got cut off intentionally, that's just what I saw. First of all, I'm not exactly sure if my own content is necessarily helping. I'm really hoping it does, but I'm not sure yet. First of all, thank you for asking. Second of all, I'm doing pretty well. Honestly, pretty stressed out at the moment with like so many things I need to do with YouTube and Twitch. I have so many late night videos to go through. I need to do Yakuza Kiwami 2, which I have not seen in ages. So many late night videos to do, so many different streams to do. I need to worry about what to put out for my own content. I'm not even sure if my own content's helping with monetization or not. It's just a lot of work, you know. And the days go by so fast. It's crazy. But other than that though, I will say that streaming has definitely helped a lot with like, you know, everything. Because streaming, I have fun streaming. And I hope you guys have fun as well. My dream job or career that I would have probably pursued if this whole YouTube thing never happened. Well, to answer this question, we kind of have to go back to when I was a little boy. Now, I've had many stages of my life where I've been like, oh, maybe I'd like to do this for a career, or maybe I like doing this. So back when I was a little boy in primary school, I think creative writing and being a novelist was the first thing I wanted to do. Because when I was little, I used to like be pretty good at creative writing, you know, get his creative juices flowing. I was pretty decent at telling stories. So I think my friends and I were like, why don't I try being a novelist? Well, that idea kind of just disappeared, I guess, and nothing really happened. After that, I thought about being a cartoonist because when I was little as well, I really loved drawing stuff and I was pretty decent at it too. And moving on to that, onto like high school and stuff, I was in that phase when I kind of liked anime, right? So I was like, yo, check it. It would be sick if I knew how to draw anime characters. But then that didn't really happen because it turned out that I suck at drawing and I have no idea how to draw. So that was a total flop. It didn't help that college figure drawing kind of shattered my confidence completely with drawing. So never again. Other than that, I also really liked being around computers. So I also liked playing games, right? So I also wanted to pursue a dream in creating games. And thus I attempted to study stuff like programming and coding, which I absolutely hated. Did very bad at it. Actually, I did decent at it, but I just never understood how to actually code or program. Like, I am unteachable when it comes to programming, man. I get so lost and confused. So instead of going more on the programming and coding side, I decided to explore more on the 3D graphics and 3D animation and modeling side of things. So I think if the whole YouTube thing never happened, I think I would have pursued maybe trying to find a career in like 3D modeling when it comes to making games. I think that would be pretty neat. So yeah, that would be my answer. My favorite shows, movies, and cartoons. Well, first of all, I don't really watch movies, so I don't really have a favorite one. But cartoons and shows, easy. Ed, Edd and Eddy, probably the best show in my opinion. I absolutely loved watching it. And you could probably throw Avatar, The Legend of Aang as well in there. Very good shows. I loved watching both of those. There's also, you know, other ones like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Courage the Cowardly Dog, those type of ones, but Ed and Eddy and Avatar, The Last Airbender, probably two of my favorite ones. I never really got into Legend of Korra. I don't know why. I remember I was planning on watching it, but it just never happened. Have I ever traveled or been out of the country? Only once. And that was to Taipei, when my mother and I went to go to our grandma's funeral. Yeah, it was kind of sad. So it wasn't exactly a summer vacation, so to speak, but we did go and check out the sights. So yeah, only one time. It was pretty good though, I had fun. That was back in 2014. And if you guys have been around that long, you might recall that I posted a tweet back in 2014 stating that I'll be out of the country because of a funeral. So yeah, that was why. That is also when I had my jade necklace given to me by my mother from Grandma's will, because Grandma's will, I think she wanted us to pick out a she had like a treasure trove of like necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that, and I think she wanted us to pick one, so my mum decided to give me a jade necklace. It's pretty good. It's very lovely. As for places that I want to see, maybe Japan. That sounds like a cool idea, or a cool place. But there's lies the problem that I don't speak Japanese, and I think, not that I think, but traveling costs a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of planning. As well as that, we do have lightning in the house, our cat, so that's a huge issue as well. And I'm not really a huge traveler type of person, so I don't mind just staying here, but going overseas anywhere would be probably neat. How did I motivate myself to make content, stream, and what is my favorite part about making videos? Honestly, if I were to put it into two words, it would be passion and money. Now, I believe I mentioned this as well in my channel origins video, but honestly, this started off as like a fun little passion thing, you know? Like, I found enjoyment in making the videos, but what really motivated me was the fact that Cry and Russ, right, and the rest of the late night crew and the community actually noticed what I did, and that was a huge deal in my opinion. But as the years progressed, I realized that as I was editing the videos, I found myself actually enjoying it, you know, like genuinely laughing along, and it makes me actually feel good knowing that after I finish editing and put it on YouTube, other people they also feel happy, you know. It's a good feeling knowing that you make something and other people enjoy it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would say it's a factor of me enjoying editing. It makes me laugh, and it feels good knowing that other people laugh as well, you know? As for the streaming side of thing, right? The same thing kind of applies in my opinion. Like streaming, I really do love streaming, right? It helps move the day along, you know? And I just enjoy talking to people. Maybe not talking to people in real life, but I just enjoy talking to the community, you know? I find myself just really loving it, which is why I feel like whenever I stream, I kind of have the mindset of just talking to the people first and then playing the game second, you know? It's just, I just have fun doing it. Also, the fact that when you enjoy doing something, it just becomes routine, you know what I mean? What is the meaning of life? Ah, yes, the question of the ages. If I were to put a, I guess, serious reply or answer, it'd probably be, the meaning of life would be to fulfill your dreams, you know? To be able to find something that truly makes yourself happy and that you're able to essentially live from it. Favorite anime? And I'll also answer the Color and Cry playthrough question. Let's see. It's been a really long time since I've watched any anime from start to finish. But I think my most memorable one, or the one that I enjoyed the most when I was a little boy, and I know this one will probably be, it'll probably get the eyes rolling and be like, oh boy. And now I know the series has a lot of flaws, but my most memorable one will probably be Naruto. Naruto, the original one, and Shippuden. I have not seen Boruto though, apparently it's bad. But yeah, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I loved watching the show, and I remember reading the manga, and I remember reading the end of it, the end of the series, and I just really liked it. Say what you want about the series as a whole, I just had a really good time watching and reading it. And the soundtrack for the series, at least for the original one, was really, really good. As well as that, I'll probably list some animes that I liked watching for memory. So there's Ouran High School, Pokémon, the original ones, up to the end of, or the beginning of Battle Frontier before they changed the voice actors. Attack on Titan Season 1, never watched the other ones. One Punch Man, again Season 1, never watched the second one. Angel Beats, Yuri on Ice, Mob Psycho 100, also Season 1. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, very good. Free, that swimming show anime, it's pretty good. And I guess in terms of mangas, I guess I'll throw in Monster Musume and Relife. Pretty decent. My favorite color. Now this is a hard one because I don't really have a favorite one, but I think I've started to like the color green. And maybe purple. But if we're talking about like color palettes, I think I really love the color palette black, silver, gold, and red. I feel those colors look really, really nice together. Like, it's kind of like Casino. My favorite Cry playthrough, again, this is really hard. The easy answer would be Corpse Party, because that's the one that got me into his channel. But I think, for some reason, the first series that pops into my head when I think Cry Let's Play is Catherine. Either Catherine or Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Obviously there's probably a lot more that I like, but for some reason those like 3 series popped into my head first. Okay, so that was all the categorized ones, or rather the questions that I grouped together. Now it's time to go through each question individually. So we'll start off with the YouTube comments. Could you summarize the best things in your life in one single sentence? Could you do the same regarding the worst ones? Now this is pretty hard, let me think. For the best things in my life, maybe graduating college and having the opportunity to do YouTube and Twitch. The worst thing to have happened to my life, the YouTube channel demonetization and the death of our first dog and cat. Yeah, those last two, our dog and cat, really messed me up, and it was probably the worst thing to have happened in my life. And it was mainly because of how it happened as well. Very, very sad and messed up. Anyway, moving on from that. What do I do for fun besides video games? Do I have any hobbies? Honestly, not really. Not at all. I just watch like Twitch streams really and edit. Hey yo, what type of mic do I use? I use a Audio Technica 2020, the USB version. I know there's also a XLR version, but I didn't buy that because I have no idea how to use a mixer. But the USB version works perfectly fine. What I do is I run it through Adobe Audition to add in all these, special effects to my voice to make me sound better. So yeah. Also, do you think Justin Timberlake was able to bring sexy back, or is there some more work to be done in that area? A follow-up, where did it to in the first place? Justin Timberlake, I think, well, Sexy Back was a good movie. Not good movie, it's a good song. Maybe there's more work to be done. So, like, how big is your hot dog? Let's see. I have not had a hot dog in ages, so I wouldn't know. But if we're talking about that hot dog, big enough anyway. Oh look, it's Mr. Solid Snake. Hello. Mr. Solid Snake is our he's our Twitch moderator, by the way, and he's also been uploading all of my Twitch highlights, by the way, and my Twitch VODs onto his channel, so thank you very much, Snake. He's also our Discord server owner as well. Good person, good man. He's been around the block for ages. How can I get 3 free meals at blueapron.com? What phrase must I use to get those free meals without free shipping? With free shipping. Well, Mr. Solid Snake and everyone else listening, if you use the coupon code Draxr at your checkout, you'll be able to get 3 free meals with free shipping. Check it out at the link below. Oh, yo, what's up, T? Yo, since you're close to 80,000, what was it like getting those first 1,000 subscribers? And how does it compare to now? Also, holy shit, almost 80,000. Honestly, if I were to tell the truth, everyone, I've been checking the statistics, and every day, I've been losing subs every single day, man. So, like, we're really plateauing around the 78,000 sub zone. Like, I feel like it hasn't budged in ages. And the first 1,000 subscribers, I'll say that the day that I refreshed my video manager page and the day that I saw my sub count jump from like 8 to 100, definitely the feeling was very, very much amazing and astonishment. Nowadays though, I feel like nowadays it's kind of like the wow factor has definitely lost, Thank you very much for the question. What's the font you use for the text in your videos called? The font that I use is actually the one that Cry uses as well. Let me check what it's called. The font's called Concurso Italian BTN. More specifically, I believe Cry uses 18 font size and it's bolded for his more to come sequence at the end. What's the story behind Life is Beautiful is my outro song? Okay, so here's another origin story. Before I was a late night fan, so this was pre-2013 days, I was a huge Creatures fan. So the Creatures, if you don't know, had people like Kutra, Dan, James, Uber Hexanova, Spoon, Alex, Immortal HD, Sly Foxhound, all those people, Seamus. They were my pre-LNC days and I absolutely loved watching them. But one day, I believe in one of the creature videos, they used Life is Beautiful like either at the beginning or the end of their video. And I just really liked listening to it. So I experimented with it and I tried putting it as my outro song. And it actually fit really, really well. And I remember one day someone... This was when Cry was playing Deadly Premonition, so this was a long time ago, but I remember when he was playing it, someone like tagged me in the comment section and was like, Cry, realized that the Life is Beautiful song is the one song that I use in my videos. Wow. That was pretty cool, that was pretty neat. Oh yeah, that's the origin story behind Life is Beautiful. And it's always been that song since. If you had to describe yourself as pizza, what kind of pizza would you be? I'm not really a huge pizza connoisseur. I do like pizza, but I'm not really good at naming them. Probably double bacon cheeseburger, that's the first thing that pops in my head. How long do you plan to be a content creator? Honestly, I don't really have a plan. I guess we'll see what happens, but as long as I can. My dude. Shoot me, last book I read, any current book, a book I plan to read next, near future, or sitting on a shelf. Judging you like the angry emoji face. Last book I read. This is very tough because the last book I read was the Goosebumps book that I read live on my Twitch stream. Actually, no. The last book I read was Everybody Poops, I think. That was also live on Twitch. But as for actual like books, like novels, sophisticated books, I have not read one in ages, and I don't think I remember what the last thing I read was. Sorry. As for, do I have any plans of reading a book? Not really. I don't have any books with me right now, and I don't really have one in mind I want to read. I used to read books a lot when I was in primary school, but now I don't. Okay, maybe if I did read a book, maybe the Metro series, you know, Metro 2033, like the video game, maybe that one. Do I have any advice for students who are stressed? Oh boy, let's see. I'm not really good at giving advice when it comes to this, but I guess what I can say is just try and go nice and steady, if you know what I mean. Like, do one thing at a time, and as you finish each thing, you'll slowly become less stressed, you know what I mean? Just take it easy, take it one step at a time, and I would say maybe try exercise, because exercising helps as well. Exercising and maybe just going outside and breathing, because doing actual breathing helps a lot with like stress, I realized. As well as that, maybe like choose a day to just do what you want to do. Like, just set aside a day to do whatever you want. Have fun. Worry about the other stuff later. Just have fun. Why, hey cowboys? Well, my good sir, I think I want to say hey cowboys kind of like came from Cry or Angel? I don't know, maybe I'm having a Mandela effect, but I feel like they've said that term before, and it kind of just grew on me. I don't know why. Hey cowboys, I don't know why. It just sounds like a good. It just sounds like a good word statement. You know what I mean? Hey cowboys. Am I single? If so, can we date? Yes, I am single. I've never been in a relationship with anyone. Throughout primary school, high school, and college, I've only had what I like to call lady friends. I think I'm the only one that uses that term, lady friends, because I don't want to use the word girlfriends, because girlfriends has the connotation of like, you know, romance and romantic stuff. So I just call them lady friends, you know, friends that just happen to be of the female gender. They were cool people, but nothing romantic. I've never been on a romantic date with anyone or been in a relationship. Can we date? Let me just say no, I'm sorry, but thank you very much for the offer. And what I want to do is, before I even get into a relationship, what I want to do is to get my life sorted out, you know what I mean? I want to be able to have sustainable income and have plenty of time to do the stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stuff. Anyway, this is the best music choice you could have made. Not a question sign, but thank you very much, man. The music definitely does go well. Yo, an adventure awaits. What's up, my dude? For video editing, did you first start out with Sony Vegas, or was there another editing program that you worked on with before? I believe Sony Vegas was the OG video editing that I used, my dude. I also dabbled in Adobe After Effects. When it came to college, we had to use Adobe Premiere Pro, which I absolutely did not get used to at all. I have no idea how to use that. So yeah, I've just been using Sony Vegas. Very good program. I like it. But why though? Yes. I have nothing better to do, so have a few questions if you don't mind. Oh, good, my dude. Do I have any hidden talents? Not at all, I don't think so. What's my all-time favorite movie? Very hard, because I would like to say that I don't have one, actually. I don't know, I don't really watch movies, that's why. What mythical creature would you like as a pet? Mythical creature. At this point, I can't really think of any, so I'll just say dragon. They're pretty cool. What's one thing you wish to accomplish from your bucket list? A bucket list, let's see. Maybe go to Japan. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. If I could shapeshift, what would I change into? That's a really difficult question, because I'm not sure yet, I'm sorry. Do I play any musical instruments, or is there one that I would like to learn? Let's see. Back in primary school, we learned how to play the recorder, and I was really damn good at it. Nowadays, I think I've completely forgotten how to play it though. Other than that, I did learn how to play the piano for a little bit, but then I stopped doing it because I think it was too hard. That was when I was like 8 years old or something. But the musical instrument that I would like to learn is definitely piano. Piano and saxophone, I don't know why. But piano, I just really like the piano. For some reason, not for some reason. I feel the piano is the most versatile instrument. Like, I feel you can play any song on the piano and it will literally sound amazing all the time. So yeah, definitely piano. How many questions I receive? I don't know exactly how many, but like well over 80 questions. What was the tastiest exotic or foreign food that I've ever eaten? Well, I haven't really gone out of the country, so I'm not exactly sure, but probably the one time that my mom and I went to Taiwan, we went to this like Japanese seafood place, and I don't exactly know what the name of it was, but it was seafood which I've never had before, and it was like served on this very interesting design. Very interesting. So yeah, probably that. Very different Japanese seafood. What is my reaction to people that say you're from Australia? Crikey, mate. I'm not from Australia. I'm not for the land down under. Yeah, sorry, I totally butchered the Australian accent. But I say good. Very good. What kind of music do I listen to? Give me some genres and favorite band, man. Okay, let's see. Well, I've had many different phases when it came to music. I was into like what people call emo bands like Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance. And then after that, I went into my K-pop phase where I really loved watching and listening to K-pop. And I would say that 2008 to 2013 was probably the best generation of K-pop music and songs. I like loved listening to them. As my favorite genres, K-pop, jazz, any form of jazz. Probably K-pop and jazz actually. Any form of jazz. Favorite bands? Oh, this is hard, man. This is really, really hard. Frank Sinatra, I really love Frank Sinatra. And a long list of K-pop groups that I loved listening to. SHINee, Beast, Super Junior, CN Blue, Infinite, Boyfriend, 21, SNSD, Carter, Big Bang, TVXQ, XOK and XOM were pretty alright. Sister. So yeah, a lot of K-pop groups. But I think a lot of those like K-pop groups I just listed, I think they've like disbanded already. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Lots of things have happened, man. I will say that I have no idea who BTS is. I know who they are, but I've never heard a single song from them. So yeah. What do you think about Nintendo Switch Online as a service? What would you do to improve it if put in a position to do so? I have a Switch, but I don't really use the online service. But let me see. So it's currently 20 USD for a year. I think that's pretty good in my opinion, compared to say the PlayStation 4 online thing. But I think the one thing I'll change is to at least make the online better, because from what I've heard, apparently the online for Switch isn't that great. And when I say online, I mean like, say using Smash Ultimate as the example, right? Apparently a lot of people are saying Smash Ultimate have very poor online. So I'll probably try and improve that. Just make it better, because people are paying money for this. Favorite hentai? Honestly, I've seen so many like different snippets of many different hentais, so I'm not exactly sure, my dude. I'm sure there's a lot. Might have to go back to the browsing history and check, but I'm sure there's plenty of ones that I've liked. I have not seen Boku no Pico, by the way. I'll just put it out right now. I've not seen it. Can I ask a question? Yes, you may, my dude. What is my opinion on snails? I think snails are pretty cute. Am I a joke to you? No. Why and how are you liking to play Samurai Kagura? Is it because of the titties or the plot or something else? Now, Samurai Kagura, for those that don't know, right? I've been playing that game for a very long time now on stream. And why I'm playing it, it's because, let's see, back in 2017 when I started streaming, I saw it on my Steam storefront page. And it actually looked pretty cool. It was like a action RPG game in the style of Dynasty Warriors that I thought looked pretty good. It had really good reviews, so I decided to check it out. Why I like it now, I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you didn't like it for the titties, but honestly, I played a lot of these Samurai Kagura games, and I will say that I really like the characters. I think the story is actually pretty good. The actual plot, I'm talking about the actual plot, is pretty interesting. The combat and gameplay is pretty good. And I know there's the whole fan service thing, but honestly, the fan service thing doesn't really affect me anymore. Like, I play the game because I like it, and the fan service stuff is kind of like secondary to me now. How do I get that accent? Well, first of all, you need two Asian parents, two Taiwanese parents, and you have to grow up and be born and raised in New Zealand. So yeah. If a fly loses its wings, is it a fly? Nope. What do you think about the recent survey that the Kiwi accent is the sexiest accent in the world? Do I agree? The New Zealand accent, I would say, is definitely unique. I think it sounds alright. I guess if you want a good example of a Kiwi accent, go look up Richie McCaw. He is our former rugby leader. He's a good bloke. Top bloke. What are some of your life goals or things in general that you really love to achieve? If we're living in a perfect world, maybe being able to learn the piano and play the piano, and maybe do something with like 3D modeling and animation, stuff like that. The easy answer is, of course, if my YouTube situation gets sorted out and if the Twitch thing goes well, then that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, probably those. Why am I dead inside? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you feel better, my dude. Maybe just need some good old sleep. What do you make of the mortgage interest tax rate deduction on your income taxes? I'll be honest, man. You completely lost me there, and I have no idea how to reply to that. But it sounds bad. What should I ask? I'm not sure, my dude. What should you ask? Thank you very much, but you can ask literally whatever you want. Have you considered changing my username, and if so, what to? I think I'm gonna stick to Draxr. But the thing is though, my Twitch handle is called Draxr because someone else has already taken Draxr, and that someone else has lowercase the D and has uppercase the R, and it's very, very annoying. But yeah, I think Draxr is gonna be my like permanent username maybe. Hey Draxr, have you ever played or have an interest in playing D&D or any tabletop RPG? What's my favorite race and class? Or if you participated in one, who was your character and what was your favorite experience with them? I've never played D&D or any tabletop thing. And honestly, I feel like D&D requires a lot of like time and investment in it. And I think you need to really get into the whole roleplay aspect of it. Like you really need to get into character. And me myself, I feel like I'm too self-conscious to roleplay, you know what I mean? But that's not to say I will never try it. Maybe I'll try it, it might be fun. Why is my voice so attractive? I'm not exactly sure, my dude. Honestly, I feel like my voice isn't that great, and editing this video and hearing my voice again makes me very uncomfortable. And I find it very gross, but thank you very much, man. Why and when did you decide to make a channel of Cry and Alice videos? How long have you known Cry and Crew? I guess I should have bundled this up with the other group, but the short answer, I've made videos since 2013 of Alan C. So that's how long I've known them. I've known Cry since 2012. When I say I've known them, it doesn't mean I know them as friends, I just know of them. As for why and when I decided to make it, 2013, and the reason I made it was because it was purely fun, for fun and passion, and people got happy with my videos, so I decided to keep on doing it, man, because people enjoy them. Do I have a furry friend, a pet? If not, what would you consider getting? Also, what is my favorite color? I do have, we do have Lightning. He's our cat. He turns 8 years old this year, on October, I believe. He is a white Siamese cat mixed with a domestic short hair. What's my favorite color? Oh yeah, I answered this before, but I've been liking green and purple. Is New Zealand real or fake? And for the actual question, what's it like? Well, hello Woody, my dude. Is New Zealand real? No, New Zealand is a made up place. Just watch any Peter Jackson film. Lord of the Rings, that's what New Zealand's like. And it's fake, because why else would New Zealand not be on some maps, man? So yeah, what it's actually like, I feel like New Zealand, it depends on where you're going. If you're in the North Island, it's more of a place for like shopping malls and stuff like that. But South Island, I feel like, has more of the scenery. And I'll say that it actually looks really pretty. If you actually go out and explore the land, I think New Zealand's actually really pretty. As for the weather, again, it depends on where you live, but it's really cold now in the winter and it never snows where I live, which sucks. But I'll say generally, the summer times are hot, the winter times are cold, man. Alright, so that was all the YouTube comments. Now let's have a look at the Twitter replies. Have you ever had the thought to venture back into animation? Honestly, probably not. But I guess it also depends on what you mean by animation. By the 2D animation, like the those weird ass short animations I did back in like 2015. Goodness, probably not, cause those look absolutely dreadful. Maybe 3D if I ever do animation stuff. Then maybe 3D, but definitely probably no more of that 2D hand-drawn stuff, because those look absolutely terrible. First of all, love you and your effort, Draxr. Oh, thank you very much, man. And for the question part, would you mind your video being re-uploaded by others, like for translation stuff? Okay, so I've gotten emails from like people from other countries asking if they can re-upload my stuff for translation, and I will say right now, you have my full permission to translate stuff if you wish. All I ask is you credit my channel and, you know, add the late night cruise details and all that. Just do that and you're all good, man. Have fun. Not really a question, but your voice is really nice to listen to. Hey, thanks, man. Again, as I'm editing this, I probably hate the sound of my voice, but I think that's the same with everyone. I don't think anyone really likes the sound of their voice being played back to them. But thank you very much, man. If you could ever meet Cry in person, would you? Or would you rather not and have his image would be a mystery to you? P.S. You're a cool dude with a very nice voice. Keep up the good work. Let's see. Yeah, I'll say yeah, sure. If I can meet him in person, yeah. Also, thank you very much. You're a cool dude. Thanks, man. You keep up the nice work as well. And thank you for the comment. Oh, hello. Why? Yes. How much is my mixtape and when will it come out? The Draxr mixtape will be coming out in 20XX on my SoundCloud page at the link below. Thanks, man. That was the Twitter questions, and now we move on to the Discord messages that I received. So, Ariva, do you know that you deserve the world? Oh, that's very nice of you to say, man. No, I don't deserve the world, but thank you very much, though. Liag, what's up, my dude? What are some of my favorite female characters? Well, obviously, if you've been around the block, you know I love Maple from Nekopara, and the majority of the Senran Kagura characters. There's probably a lot more, but I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Also, Liag, Jackbox with chat win. You're a funny man, you know that? You're a very funny man. But serious answer, I'm not sure, my dude. I need to buy Jackbox, and the thing is though, I know I'm not funny. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these days. TG Tots, also what's up, my dude? You have a Q&A text file. Okay, let's see. What kind of game genres do I like? Generally, I want to say action RPG games. Any genre, as long as it's not like strategy. And maybe turn-based? I don't know, maybe turn-based can be an exception, but definitely not strategy because I am a dumb little person. What got me into Senran Kagura? As I said earlier, Senran Kagura back in 2017 with Estival Versus, one day on Steam I just saw it on the front page and I was like, you know what? This looks like an amazing game. And you know what? Turns out it was indeed a very good game. And I love the series. Best Senran Kagura girl? Oh, it's easy, definitely Katsuragi, with Yomi a close second. Katsuragi, I just love her character and personality, you know what I mean? Like, her voice actress did a fantastic job with the character. I love her personality, she's got a lot of character. She's a very expressive person. Every time she's on screen, she makes me laugh and chuckle. Which one of my videos did I enjoy the editing process of the most? I'll probably say the Phoenix Wright video that I made, the gigantic one back in 2014, I think. It was the Cry Last 100 special. Mainly because, like, I remember holding off on it for months and everyone was just like, where's Phoenix Wright? And I was like, calm down, it's okay, it's coming. And I was really happy with how the video turned out. I was like really happy and proud of the custom like animation and stuff I did on like Photoshop and After Effects. Yeah, probably that was my favorite one. As well as that, probably the Undertale video that I made, TGI Undertale in 2015. Those two videos are probably my most memorable and enjoyable ones. Who's my best girl from anywhere? That's also really hard because I only have like recent memories. Maybe Maple from Nekopara, gotta say, probably. How am I doing, D-boy? Having a good day? I'm doing alright, as I said before, very stressed. So much stuff to do, so little time. Oh boy. But streaming has helped a lot, so thank you very much, TG Tots. You good person, you. And last but not least, the Curious Cat comments, where you can ask me questions while posting anonymously. So let's get started. Do I play Overwatch? No I don't. I have never played Overwatch. I don't have the game, but maybe I'll be willing to try it one of these days. I'm not sure. But no, I've never played it. I've seen many interesting things of it. You know, things. Very good. Very good. I'm sure the game's good as well. How old am I? I'm currently 23 years old. My birthday is on 16th of October and I turned 24 this year. So yeah. Can I just say you're amazing? Thanks Anonymous, you're amazing. You and your cat photo DP, you're amazing. Thank you very much. Favorite me at the moment? Okay, this question has me stumped. Because I don't know if it's like a typo error that you did or it's like an abbreviation. So I'll answer it in like 4 different ways. A favorite meme at the moment? I gotta say like... there's a lot of memes. I've grown to really like the gnome meme. I don't know why. I remember at the beginning I hated the gnome meme, but like, it kind of grew on me. And if you've been around the streaming block, you know that I have that boo this man button. It's taken from a movie called Half Baked, I believe. I like that meme. It's a good meme. If you're talking about anime, I already listed my favorite animes from beforehand, like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, not Boruto. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Mob Psycho, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, Oran High School, those type of things, those type of animes and shows, I like them. Favorite meme anime and anime meme? I don't know if this counts, but I just love IAR, man. IAR, it's such a versatile emote and meme. Like, you can use it to express so many things. I just love it. It's probably my favorite like Twitch emote that I have as well. It's just so good. Oh, hello, young goose art. You are not an anonymous person. Hello, just wanted to say that you really enjoy what I do, and you always watch them when you're drawing. You can't make it to cry streams, hoping for some more Yakuza highlights XD. What a question! What games are you most excited for E3 coming soon? Any predictions? First of all, thank you very much, man. Hopefully you are doing well with your drawings and your art drawings. Yakuza Kiwami 2, I don't know when it's coming out. I promise you it's not dead. I'll try and make time for it. It's just that it's really long. E3. Okay, so by the time this video comes out, I believe E3's like out now? Honestly, I'm not sure because I don't know what games are coming out. So I guess it'll be a huge surprise, man. Huge surprise. Any predictions? Skyrim 2. Thanks, Todd. Do you know that you are loved? I love you. Oh, thanks, Anonymous. I love everyone here as well. I love the entire community. And it's because of you that I'm able to do stuff like this. So thank you very much. You as well, Anonymous. Okay, this is a long one. Hey man, I just watched the video you posted a month ago about your YouTube channel getting demonetized. Yeah, it sucks. I subscribed to your channel a while back for the usual reason. Gotta get that cry hookup. But lately I've been really enjoying your own original videos. Thanks, man. I guess one of the reasons for that new content was the demonetization. Yeah, exactly. That was a dick move, don't get me wrong. But in the long run, I think it might have been a blessing in disguise that we keep getting this new quality content. Like, this could be the new start or the real beginning of my channel. Yeah, like, I agree. Like, I had a thought quite a while ago that, like, maybe this could be a start of something new, like, as you said. And you know what? I'm really enjoying doing this like original stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, the late night stuff is also good, but I felt like it was going kind of like stale in my opinion. So like switching it up as well as streaming has really like helped a lot with the old noggin, you know. Anywho, question time, right? So maybe you can make a video on updating us on how the demonetization is going, and are you planning on doing any playthroughs with big title games like The Last of Us Part 2? I think a whole bunch of us might enjoy watching that. P.S. Your editing skills are fire. Anyone who disagrees with me can fight. That was sick. Thanks, man. The video on updating you all on how the demonetization is going, as you know, right? This month in June will be, I think, about 2 months since the demonetization thing has happened. And the thing is, I can reapply right now for partnership, but I think I want to wait until the end of the month, the end of June, before I do it again, because by the time the end of June arrives, I'll have like plenty more videos to have YouTube have a check, so to speak. Hopefully it helped, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not really having high hopes, everyone, I'll be honest with you, but yeah. As for the second part, am I planning on doing any Let's Plays? I believe I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, nearly, and I answered it, but I feel like at this point, Let's Plays are really... I don't think it's something I have the ability to do, because I'm not a good Let's Player, and if I were to do something like that, it'll be probably something super casual on Twitch as well. So yeah, thanks for the consideration though. Also, thank you very much for the editing comments. Thank you as well, my dude. Where am I from? I am from New Zealand. As for where exactly, well, that will be classified information, anonymous. Thank you very much. But yeah, New Zealand. I think it's public knowledge now that I'm from New Zealand. So yeah. Oh boy, you. I think I know who you are, anonymous. Do I sniff pennies? No, I do not. Thank you. How did I become Corey's editor? I think you mean Cry's editor, right? And I think the spell check broke. But it's okay. Anyway, I'm not Cry's editor at all, actually. Like, he has his own professional editor. I'm just some random dude that decided to, like, do stuff. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm not Cry's editor. But if you're talking about how I started doing the whole YouTube business, I did upload a video about the origin of it. So yeah, that will answer everything you need to know. As for, if you're talking about how I became Cry's editor for the Nier streams, I also mentioned it in my origin video, but basically one day when I woke up, he sent me a Twitter DM being all like, yo, sick, you wanna like edit my Nier playthrough? And I was like, yeah, that would be sick, man. Thank you very much. And it was a really important time in my life as well. So yeah, thank you very much, anonymous. So there we have it, everyone. That wraps up every single question. Thank you so much for asking me questions. Again, I didn't expect so many of you guys to ask them. I apologize if I sound kind of dead near the end of the video, because I have spent about 5 hours now recording this and going through every single comment. But hopefully I answered all your questions adequately and fine. Sorry if I use a lot of ums or uhs, but hopefully you guys learned something from me. So thank you everyone for watching this video. And as always, if you have any more suggestions for stuff you'd like to see in the future, please do comment below. Take care, everyone.